Let me play that theme song for y'all right quick, man. Hold up. I gotta stop showing blunts up in these damn broadcasts so I can stop having to edit them out when I edit. Almost doesn't count. Man, shout out to Bobby, man. How you doing, Bobby, man? I was gonna hit you up last week sometime, but I saw you dealing with some stuff, so I just gave you your space that I saw you asking for.
I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Daddy's horse. 304's. I want all the smoke. I want all the
tired?
smoke. Daddy's horse. 304's. I want all the smoke. I want all the smoke. Daddy's horse.
Moody.
Oh, force.
What's up? Man, when you come and hop on a track, I'm tired of your shit, Moody Cat. You feeling better yet? That's the theme song. I'm about to go out. You about to go out. Start rolling up a camera. What my be right back screen at? Might be good enough to do something though. Oh, voice still gone. Man, where you about to go, man? You ain't coming to my house. So you ain't going nowhere. Let me stop being a thought before I get judged. Yeah, we can do all that, man. Yeah, that's a graphic I made with Chat GPT. Be back shortly. See you right, Tito. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Trying to figure out which one of these I want to roll. I got like 10 different kinds up in here. Made my decision. No, I meant she ain't coming to my house to do a song. Poster Ben came to the studio. Nah, I was making a joke in reference to something that I had just said. When I said you ain't going to my house, so you ain't going nowhere. Coming from me, I know how that sounds. But she rap, she dope too. That better be Brittany saying she ready. It is, but I don't think she want to get on the actual screen. Asia, I'm glad you watching. Let me chill before. What you talking about? Hello.
What's up, Mikey?
What's that?
What's going on?
Nothing much, nothing much.
I'm on live.
Yeah, you on
Oh,
live.
hey, people. What's up?
Oh, nothing.
I'm awkward. I'm sorry, but what's going on?
Nah, you
What you want to talk
good.
about? Mike?
Shit, the same shit we always talking about. Fuck, we barely
Okay.
finished our last discussion.
Oh Lord.
Tom be kicking us off this bitch. It's a never ending discussion.
Yeah, I guess.
Bobby
I mean,
said, "Hey, love."
I don't, I don't know. I don't really engage in a lot of this type of conversations because I'm really just. It is what it is on my end. It's what it is on your end. But if it's a conversation to be had, then I'll just say how I feel if I have any
Hey,
feelings.
hey. Bobby said, "What's up?"
What's up, Bobby?
She said,
Oh
"Hey,
wait,
love."
I need to I'm not even on your live. What how can I even look to see?
Um, you got to go to my Instagram.
Okay. All right. But anyway,
So I was having a back and forth with with Asia
mhm,
Wit on my Facebook.
okay.
She said, "Oh Lord, another conversation about women like every
Who said
day."
that?
Asia.
The week.
She don't understand. I compared what I'm doing to Martin Luther King.
Okay.
Cause she said it's like you obsessed with talking about women. I said that'd be like saying Martin Luther King was obsessed with talking about race.
Yeah. So you're confirming that you are obsessed with talking about women. That's what you're saying, right?
No, no, not necessarily.
Okay.
Um, I'm saying, would you say that Martin Luther King was obsessed with talking about race?
I think it became his purpose, and I think that purpose, when you have a purpose for something, like if you're actively trying to fulfill that purpose, you're gonna get obsessed with it. So yeah, I
Right,
could say
but
that.
at that point, would it be an unhealthy obsession or a healthy obsession?
I mean, he didn't do anything to harm anybody. So for me, talking, how he did it was healthy. Like he did it peacefully. So
Right.
I think.
Now, now check this out. In
Mhm,
his perspective, he wasn't harming nobody. In a lot of other people's perspective, he wasn't harming nobody. But in some
mhm.
people's perspective, was he harming people?
I mean, I guess if you was not for civil rights, of course
And there was
you
a
were
lot, and there
open with.
was a lot of people that was not for civil rights, right?
Right, right.
So in some people's perspective, he was harming the fuck out of some people, huh?
I mean, it's a spectrum, That's the thing. That's the thing. Even like with you talking about women, like I mean, that's your interest. At the end of the day, I see that you
You ain't
have a
answering the
passion for
question,
it.
lady.
I am. I really am
It was a
answering
yes or
it.
no question.
And what's the question again?
The question was, in some people's perspective, he was harming people.
Yeah, I
Right.
agree.
Right. But
In their eyes, yes, like you said, in
in their
perspective, yeah,
perspective, right.
yeah.
I see y'all comments. Give me a second. So the reason why I asked that question is because that's the part she said you can't compare that, but I can though. I can though because it is not about the subject matter. That's irrelevant. The subject is irrelevant. He had a cause that he had a healthy obsession with because there, and the reason why I'm saying it was healthy is because there was benefits to it depending on who you are.
Hmm.
My quote unquote obsession with talking about women, if you can call it an obsession if you want to, just like you can call Martin Luther King's interest in race an obsession if you want to. He might not call it that, right?
Hmm.
Just like I might not call mine an obsession, but you can call it whatever the fuck you want. Not you, to my Asia. She watching right
Hmm.
now. You can call it whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna get caught up in the terminologies that you decide to use when
Hmm.
analyzing my behavior. But I can say that it's not an unhealthy obsession, even if it is an obsession, because there's good intended and good that comes from it,
Hmm.
right?
You saying on your end, or you just saying
Not just on my end. Like there's
okay?
countless women who agree with the stuff that I say,
But
and
Mikey. Oh, sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
well,
I forget.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Um, Countless women who agree with the things that I say and have
Hmm.
made changes based off of the things that I say,
Hmm.
and I say that because Asia said you're not making a change by making fun of women or hating them, defined as a misogynist. But I don't hate women. So I'm not a misogynist, but yeah, like it is making a change. Just because it ain't changing you per se, and you don't like it, or you might think it's unhealthy obsession, other people might not. So
Yeah.
she said, "Why use Martin Luther King out of all people?" Because it's a easy comparison. The same way, yeah, the same way y'all hate when I expose feminism. There was a lot of white people that hated that he exposed racism. That don't make them white people correct just because they
Mm.
hated it. And
So
it don't
so
make y'all
so
correct just because you hate it.
so that would make politically speaking, that would make you correct or incorrect, right? There's a spectrum. Everybody got perspective. So this my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm sorry, I know you was talking, but I just gotta just say this. I feel like you are entitled to believe whatever it is you would like to believe. I think anybody is. But I think it's a matter of just, forming your little community of people that have like minds, and like y'all discuss that and y'all figure that out, because everybody's not going to agree with you. And like, I think, sometimes maybe like you make your talking points and stuff, like I get it, like you just speaking your mind on the matter or whatever. But we had this discussion the last time when we was talking about how, like, how you be feeling towards people that's indifferent to your agree, to your views or whatever. And it's like why is everybody supposed to have the same perspective on it?
Because there's something called objective truth.
Elaborate.
Objective truth is the truth that's outside of my opinion, my views, your views, his views. We have facts.
So what's the
Ninety
fact?
percent of the stuff that I say is based on objective facts,
Okay.
which is why I have such views on the people that have that go that had that
Opposing.
yeah that oppose my quote unquote views. Like, well, before I say that, let me say this. Bobby said racism came with abuse, though. So does feminism.
Right. Exactly.
So does
Exactly.
feminism. So does feminism.
The thing is, King, he marched for peace. He wasn't marching to be, those people, the people that opposed his view. Because the thing is, the views that you think of are going to be on the spectrum. It's not going to be the same. Some are going to be, on the good side. Some going to be on the bad side. And for the people that was opposing, that was not good thinking that they were. And it's sad because it's like, that was just who they were. But think about it. Like, and maybe, maybe I just got a conscience. Maybe everybody don't, So I'm gonna shut up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna shut up. I just see things different because I just look at a lot of. I'll be honest with you, Mikey. Like, we didn't got cool. Me and Mikey, y'all. We didn't got cool, y'all. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that you know when you get to know a person, like genuinely get to know a person, and you you know, like who they are to their core or whatever, that's cool. But then, like, I'll say that, yeah, I agree with holding your friends and stuff accountable. But it's like, sometimes you just gotta just say, you know what, I'm gonna just cut the cord and I did my piece. I did what I had to do, but I think you just kind of go like, it be a little like a bit much sometimes. But I get it. I get it.
I hear
I
what
just
you're
have to
saying, but when I
say
give when I but when I give you the floor to explain how,
Mhm.
all right, look, let me answer Bobby real quick because she
Okay.
said racism came with abuse, and I said so did feminism. She said how you can't compare that shit though. I totally can. Um,
I mean, I agree with Bobby, but
I hear you. I hear you. Um, but there's no way I would sit here and compare it if it couldn't be compared. Um, but I got y'all though.
Yeah.
Racism. Matter of fact, check this out. A lot of people, especially today, after we've seen how Martin Luther King's mission aged, right? A lot of
Mhm.
people believe that he led us right into the lion's den with integration. You have heard this, right?
Yeah, I've heard
You
that before.
feel it can be compared. No, no, I don't. No, no. Women are the ones who go off of what they feel. I'm using my logic. This is interesting. I'm using my logic to be able to see that I can compare the two. I'm not using my feelings.
So, what's the logic? I just
Um, you ain't.
enlighten me.
I'm getting there. I'm get if you really
Okay,
wanted
okay,
to know, but yeah, I'm getting there.
okay. My bad. I'm sorry to
Um,
jump the gun. I'm sorry,
nah,
but
you
I just
good,
need to
you
know.
good. I'm just answering the comment section.
Okay.
Somebody just called my phone.
Oh, excuse me.
I think Asia want me to add her to the call. Hold on.
All right. Asia, you
Yo,
better
nigga, you can't just tell me to add you to the call so you don't fuck up the whole pod.
behave yourself, girl. I'm playing. I'm playing.
That's how
You
I know
feel me?
this girl that has no decorum.
Why?
I'm about to add you to the call. I can't hear you. Hold on, Asia, I can't hear nothing you saying. Say it again. I'm about to add you to the call that I'm
Oh, I can
on,
hear her. I can
and
hear
then
her.
you're gonna be on. All right.
Asia, take it a little easy on him, here, girl.
She can't hear you yet.
Oh, she can't hear me.
Not yet. But I want to finish answering Bobby. Um, yeah. Hold on one second. I gotta finish answering Bobby. Nigga, you are using your feelings. That's why you talking about it. The fuck you feel some type of way about certain women. No, I keep on saying 99% of the shit that I am saying is objectively true. You know what objective mean? I don't think y'all know the vocabulary words I be using. And y'all don't even
It's what
stop
you
and say, hey,
believe
you
is
know what? I don't
true.
know what that word means. Can you explain what that word means? Nobody does that for some reason. Objective means outside of my perspective, his perspective. That means subjective. Me going off the way I feel is subjective. You going off the way you feel is subjective. Objective is outside of me and you. So let me give you some objective facts. You using big words to cover some shit? Bobby, where is your IQ at?
No, but
Anyway,
like,
let me
but do you see
hold
how?
on, Asia. Decorum. Like, I'm sure you can hear me still talking about something different. Hold on for a second. So,
It's his friend. I don't know who these people are.
hold on for a second, Asia. Fuck.
I'm talking to my friend.
All right. So, the reason why I said feminism also came with abuse. Feminism is the reason why. She said, "You think you're slick?" No, man. Feminism is the reason why a lot of the bullshit most of the bullshit that's going on in society is going on, not in the political world, in the social world. I'm not talking about fluoride being added to water and the war in the fucking in the Middle East and the over policing of neighborhoods. I'm not talking about those types of political issues. I'm talking about social in the social world, in the family world, the in the relationships,
He thinks
marriages.
that women are the problem of 99% of the world, and that's why I call him a misogynist because he don't never talk about men.
You know what's crazy? She just said the exact opposite of what I just said. You heard that, right, Brittany?
I was talking to my friend.
Yeah, and while you were talking to your friend, you said the exact opposite of what I just said.
No, you literally believe that women are the problem of most things that go on in this world socially.
Right, boom. Now, thank you. Socially, in this world, socially. You left that off when you were talking to your friend just now and lied on me.
I literally just said socially.
The second time, but anyway, I can hear you. We all can hear you. Men are more feminine than women these
So
days,
what
so
is
I
this
don't know.
podcast about? Like,
It's about women. He obsesses over
okay,
women
so in my
every
opinion,
for years,
in my
Tati.
opinion, if you only have a podcast about talking about women, and if it's bad and it's nothing good about them, then you're literally
That's
trying to
not
talk.
what, but that's not what it is.
So what is
Y'all
it?
just made that up. That's not what it
So
is.
what is it? Because I'm not,
You listening to one of the most ignorant people in the world tell you about what my podcast
so
is
what is
about.
your podcast about?
It's about I was just saying it. It's about
Well, I couldn't hear you because she had the phone, but I can hear you now. So, what is your podcast about?
my podcast is about what's destroying the modern family dynamic. Part Parts of that have to do with men, more parts of that have to do with women.
Why more with women?
I
Why
don't
can't
know.
it be?
I don't know. I'm not the one making them do it, so you can't ask me that. Ask
Well,
them.
no, but I'm asking you, why is it not equally? You said more. You said men, and then you
I
said
know you're
more.
asking me why it's not equal. I don't know why it's not equal. It's not though. Are you asking me to give you examples?
Yeah, yeah. Examples.
Okay. What's up, Deanne? Okay. Bobby said why more of women? The fuck? I mean, yo, if I was to say that men go to jail and sag their pants more than women, would y'all have a problem with that? Would you have a
No,
problem
because
with me
it's true.
saying that?
No, because it's true.
Right, right. So if I'm not here to say nothing false about women. So check this out. I think 80. Well, I forget the percentage. I'll look it up in a minute. We have the highest amounts of children being born out of wedlock. That's not because of men. We have the highest divorce rates of all time, which equals a dysfunctional family unit. That's not because of men. Women initiate 80 to 90% of divorces and breakups. Women have become overly masculine. That's why relationships and family dynamic don't work no more. That's not men's fault. Men are not the reason why women have become overly dominant and refuse to be submissive, be feminine, be cooperative, be soft. Women have turned into straight up niggas. And then they yelling, "Where the real men at? Where the They don't make masculine men no more." How
Well,
would
you're
you
right about
know?
that.
How
You're right
how
about that.
how how would you know? Opposites attract. So like, if all the women are running around being masculine and being niggas, how they gonna attract masculine men?
Why they gotta be niggas though? You said women running around and being niggas.
Yeah.
Why they gotta be? Why they gotta be niggas?
I don't know why they got it. That's what I'm asking them. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. That's what I would
But
like
you
to figure
calling
out.
them that. How we gonna ask them that? But you're describing them that way. You're saying they running around here being niggas. I don't think I'm running around here being a nigga. I think I'm very feminine. How you say that word?
Feminine. So.
But I'm
Hey, I don't
serious.
know you.
I
So
may have not. I couldn't pronounce that word that good, but I am that.
hey, you
So
you might be. I don't know. So you soft spoken, classy, ladylike, elegant.
oh, definitely. But it takes like every guy shouldn't have access to women like that because 9 times out of 10, like they don't know how to treat those type of women. And then they complain and talk about, oh, how they
Really.
don't want niggas, but they don't know how to treat a girl who's actually classy and girly and feminine and
So
stuff
don't,
like
but
that.
don't you think that a woman should still be that?
Not it to be honest, it depends on circumstances because sometimes a woman could have a hard life growing up where her father was not in the picture to cause her mom to be hard on her. And if she see her mom acting like a nigga, then she's gonna pick that up. If her father was never in her life and if she never had a father figure around her to like tone that down, like, hey, stay in your place, like
Yeah,
you're
and guess why? Guess why the majority of them these days don't have their fathers? Because, like I was just saying, women initiate 80% of the breakups and divorces.
well, I
The
ain't never
women
met
are
my mom,
feminism
but I'm
is the
still deal with
reason
my
why the
mom.
fathers don't exist.
So can I ask you this question? So you're saying that it's my mom's fault that my father never wanted to get to know me ever in life?
No, no, I don't know. I don't know your personal circumstance, so I can't say that
I
about
just
you.
told you. I never met him.
No, can I say this?
I never knew
Most
him.
of the time, the woman wants the father to be in the child's life. Most of the time, the woman does
I'm
want the
gonna have to
father.
argue. No, no. What it
Well,
is
y'all let her get the stance, but when I get the stance, oh, y'all gotta talk over me. Can I say a little bit?
you go
Yeah,
ahead.
could
You
could
said
she say
something
a little bit,
you said
please?
something I
Like,
disagree with already,
could
but go
she
ahead.
could she say a little bit? Cause
Okay,
she
but she said something that you disagree with, and you let her talk. So can I talk?
I wanted to hear her whole stance, but go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
you see how they try to do that? Like, what?
How who tried
well,
to do
could
what?
she could she talk? Could she talk now?
Like,
I said go ahead.
anyways, I think most of the time a mother does want the father to be in the life, but a lot of the times the father don't want to have the responsibility of having a kid because they just aren't mature enough or they just don't want to deal with all the chaos that a child brings in their life. Like my son's father, I literally beg him every day to come see his son every single day. I don't want no relationship with him, nothing. I just want him to be in his son's life. That's not my fault of why he's not doing that. Literally.
And he talked to other girls and everything. She don't have no control over what he do with his life. He literally don't see his kid because he too busy talking to this girl, talking to that girl, and have other kids, but don't care to take care of this one. Like it's weird. And Asia talks to other guys. Like she don't be running after him as far as a relationship. She just want him to see his child, but he be like, I don't feel like it right now, or maybe another time. And then he don't have the money.
Exactly. Watch how he try to blame me for that. Watch. He gonna find a way.
I just think I just think Asia's baby father don't like her personally. So because he don't like her personally, he's not gonna take her serious, and he don't want to
It's
be around her or the child.
it's
That's
So this
from
is my
digging.
question. This is my question. Who split the family up?
huh?
Who split
You
the
said
family up?
who's
Curiosity.
with the family up? Okay,
He
so
did.
He
he
left you when you was trying to pursue a relationship with him?
He left
for
me.
another woman.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
We were cool and everything, and then all of a sudden another woman came up. I'm just like, whoa.
And the other woman was pregnant too.
All right, check this out. Remember a minute ago when I said that 80% of divorces and breakups are filed by women? Remember,
Mhm.
well, that would be in the 20%. So that right there, what you just
It's
described, would
Oh,
be the.
most women want, like, even if
Well,
it is.
now who interrupting who? I let you go. Now I can't go. Right. But I bet you Bobby not finna comment on that. She said, "You don't want to hear hers? The fuck? All right, but what about when I get interrupted?" But anyway, um,
Yeah,
so
yeah, Asia, don't interrupt him. Don't interrupt him.
I mean, or do, but I'm gonna call it out, same way she did. But so that'll be in the small minority of men that do that. Men don't generally leave women. So
You hear the
when only a small
He's delusional.
that's not delusional. That's a fact.
Okay.
All right, let me ask you. Let me ask
that
you,
doesn't.
friend
My
over
daddy.
there.
Since he
Birds.
thinks it's my mom's fault, be my daddy.
Birdies. Hey, friend over there. How many men did you break up? I mean, how many men broke up with you in your whole life?
Well, I only had one boyfriend out of my whole life. I'm about to be 30 in a couple of months.
He broke up with you?
Honestly, we just broke up with each other because
No, somebody had to start it.
I
He
mean,
was abusive.
I feel like we played a part in the relationship being bad, you know. But
So who first brought up the idea of breaking up? Whoa, what's up, Binsby?
me, I brought the idea up.
All right,
Because
boom. So you broke up with him. Thank you.
yes,
Because he was abusive. He would
We
literally
ain't, we're not
stand.
talking about why. We're not talking about why. We talking about the what. Because
Yeah,
y'all said hold on. Y'all said I was delusional when I said majority of men don't leave relationships, and yet you're sitting there living the exact truth that I just
that's
said, but I'm delusional,
no.
right?
I said I broke up with him.
Huh?
I broke up with him.
Exactly. I said men don't usually break up with women, and y'all said I was delusional.
Well, why would I stay with somebody if it doesn't benefit
You missing the
me?
point. We ain't talking about the why. We talking about the what. I just said
Okay,
that
but
men.
the why matters. On
Listen.
You can't just stay with somebody if they're abusive.
Listen. Oh my gosh. Yes, Bobby. I said birds, and you should see why right now. Because they just said I was delusional.
Hold on. Can I say I didn't have a kid with him though? We was together for 6 years and I didn't have no kids with
Still
him.
missing the point, y'all. Cause y'all not listening.
I got another question. What
No,
if you
hold
broke up with
on.
them and
Hold
had a kid,
on. Yo.
but still want them to be in a, like just because you
No,
break up with them
no,
doesn't
not
mean that
listening to you
want them
talk
to
over
not be
me.
in their
Stop.
father's
No,
life.
can't hear you.
Like there's a reason why.
Okay.
Not listening to you talk over me when I was trying to make a point. You do that every show. Not doing it. So what I was saying was, y'all just told me I was delusional when I said that a man don't usually break up relationships.
Men do break up with relationships. Like the
She
past
said,
5
hold on. See, every time I talk to you, you make the conversation low IQ as hell, bro. Like, you're not listening.
like you don't.
You're
call
not
them by names just
listening.
because they don't.
Y'all not listening.
Yes, Daddy.
Bobby said it's the fact that you feel like women should deal with anything to keep a. I didn't say that. What is wrong with women? When did you hear me fucking say that? Do you see what I be talking about? Like, I hope the viewers is really watching this shit right now and listening to this. They said I was delusional because I said men don't usually leave women. They laughed and said I was delusional. And then when I showed how that's actually a fact, then they moved the goalpost to the reasons why. I didn't say that y'all don't have reasons why. I said this is what happens, and y'all said I was delusional. So before we continue, can y'all tell me that you was wrong as shit first?
No, I don't think we were wrong because I broke
What?
up with him for a good reason.
I didn't say that y'all didn't have good reasons. I said that men don't usually leave, and you said I was delusional.
Yes, Asia boyfriends broke up with her.
That's the 20%.
It's not.
It is though.
Do you have where's your proof of that?
Hold on, I'll show you.
He gonna show you a little.
And don't try to do something on AI.
It's not AI.
Chat GPT.
He gonna try to do something from.
As long as it still comes with the sources cited, bro.
Cheating and being delusional like this.
As long as the sources are cited, then it doesn't matter if it's AI or not.
Is Google gonna bring it up?
It's gonna bring up the sources too, so that's all that matters.
Sources be fake. If Google don't say it, why should we trust it?
Huh? I see how y'all
If Google
friends.
don't
I see
say
how
it,
y'all
why should we
friends.
trust
Anyway,
the source. Nah, cause y'all you want me to You want me to agree with this delusion that you got going on? I'm
You
not doing
haven't
it.
not you have
I'm
not
not
showed
doing
me
it.
one delusion that I
I'm
have.
not everything that you said so far has been a delusion.
Like what?
You said 20% of women are the cause of why relationships break up, right?
No, that's not what I said.
So what you say?
You act just like Asia.
You see how he
So check
So
this
what you
out.
say then? No, so what you say?
20% are the men that break
I
up
said
usually.
80% of divorces are filed by women, and breakups are initiated by women. I said the remaining 20% where it's a man, the remaining times where it's a man leaving, that's the small 20%.
Okay, so what if you are right? What's your point you trying to make?
I am right, but well,
So
fuck.
okay, so what is your point you are trying to make?
That is the reason why children are born out of wedlock and why children grow up without their fathers.
No, that's not the reason because you can bring up.
I can't get one full damn point out, before, but y'all
Okay,
already
but
arguing
no,
with
no,
it.
no, no.
Data
I
shows.
got another
Hold on, hold
stance.
on. I'm
Like I
reading.
got another
Let
stance.
me let me finish reading. Data shows that women initiate roughly 70% of all divorces, with some specific demographics or individual estimates approaching 80% or higher, such as among college-educated women, where it can reach 90%.
Baby out of wedlock.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like just because you break up
And it be
doesn't
every
mean that you can't be a father.
and every race have babies out of wedlock, not just black people. So we're not gonna do that.
I didn't even mention black women just now. Y'all are birds.
Every race of women have babies out of wedlock.
Yeah,
And
and you said not
let's
just black, so we're not gonna do that. Not gonna do what? I didn't say it was just black ones.
All right, well, listen.
So
I
where'd you
don't
get
be
that
no
from? Y'all
woman
got victim mindsets.
why babies are
Niggas be
popped out.
wanting to control people.
Men
What
be
the
fake,
fuck are you talking about?
delusional, mental.
like he don't think that men do wrong, and if they
I
do,
didn't
he
say
needs
that
to
shit.
have a little bit of
Why do you
accountability.
straw man? Do you know what straw man mean? Straw man mean when somebody
Bro,
say
you
something.
can literally okay, yeah, you can have a divorce but still take care of
Yo,
your child.
Asia, you can't just fucking run the show every time we start talking. But you
I
keep
barely talked. I let my friend talk more than this.
what I mean is when I start talking, you need to let me finish a point. But you keep straw manning my positions, which means I would say something and then you would repeat something that don't have
My
nothing to do with
friend
my position. You doing it
my
right now.
friend
You
said
still doing it, yo.
my friend said you might be a serial killer that if you hate women this much.
I do this just to show people like y'all. Okay, so basically you're saying women should be dumb. Okay, got it. Bobby, where did you hear me say any of the shit that you saying?
You should be a comedian, you know. I think a lot of people will laugh at you.
You're not saying nothing about niggas though. You blaming women for everything.
He
No,
only talks
man.
about women because
Y'all don't,
he never experienced a man before. Like if you actually been
y'all
in
are
a relationship,
birds.
and
I think you should try being biased.
maybe you would understand a woman's point of view.
I
No,
understand women's point of view better than y'all understand women's point of view.
You don't
I
even
bet you won't
understand a
get your
woman.
sheet spread and go find out for yourself. From
Yeah,
my point of view.
yeah. I spread them cheeks, Mikey. What's up?
Birdie brains.
What's up?
He's scared. He's
Hey,
scared.
what's up? Spread them cheeks.
Self two thoughts said, to be honest, y'all choose the wrong men to be with. Stop giggling, listen, and acting like kids. If you're in your 30s, don't make up your own reasons and
I ain't
bullshit.
30. I'm 29.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad
Okay,
common sense started fucking talking. And
like,
shout out to
I should be able to
Deanne
play your
for
laugh. I should be able to play your laugh like a kid because I ain't 30 yet. I'm 29. I said I'd be 30 in a couple of months.
And you and Mikey,
y'all
if you're
acting
really
like birds.
I could actually pass for 25, so I think me laughing right now and
They
taking you as a
talking
joke.
about niggas. They not talking about men. It's a difference. No, we could talk about the
okay,
difference between men and niggas in a minute.
but I got a
Bobby.
question. I got a question. Have you ever been in one relationship your whole entire life? How many relationships have you been in?
Huh? How many
How many
relationships have
relationships?
I been in?
Yes. Mhm.
Uh, should I
Can't even
only
answer.
count the ones that lasted months, at least?
No, you gotta count every relationship, whether if it lasted weeks or whatever.
All right.
Now, if it lasted a few days, you can't count that.
Nah, counting.
That's what I was just trying to say. But
Counting. Because those count too.
I would say nothing less than 20.
Exactly. So it's not about like you're basically like I feel like what you're basically trying to say is y'all picked the wrong men. Why was you not able to have one woman throughout your whole entire life? Because you picked the wrong women, right? Because of incompatibility. Y'all wasn't compatible. So it's
You
not
asked me
just
a question and then you just answered it yourself.
well I asked you because I needed to know the answer. If it was
I didn't even
your
answer
whole
you.
entire life, if it was one your whole entire life, I would not say anything. But you act like you never been in like multiple relationships. It's because of incompatibility.
How did I
In order
act?
to
What did
know,
I say? What did I say that is me acting like I've never been in multiple relationships?
well, somebody said, "Oh, y'all be picking
You
the
said
wrong."
I'm
It
acting
ain't
like
even
I've never been in multiple relationships. How am I acting like that?
like it's not even because of picking the wrong people because you can pick the
You
right
said
person.
I act like
Be
I've
incompatible.
never been in multiple relationships. How am I acting like that?
Because I know you agree with, oh, pick the right nigga, maybe you wouldn't da 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 da. But you can pick the right person and still be incompatible with that
How
person,
is
and you
that
don't
me acting
know.
like I've never been in multiple
Nigga,
relationships?
can I talk? Can I talk? I'm saying
Nigga,
that
you
because
ain't you talking, but you ain't saying shit. Like
okay, I'm
you
basically
like
saying
to
that
make
you're acting that.
claims. You like
Okay,
to
I'm
make
basically
claims and
saying
then don't substantiate your claim. Like
that. Okay,
no, I'm not gonna let you
okay,
do that. So make it make sense first.
okay. I'm about to make it make sense. I'm saying that because you're trying to sit up here and say, oh, y'all need to pick the right
I
men,
didn't say
pick the.
that.
Well, I know you agree with it.
Anyway, moving the fuck on, cause
See?
that's what I mean when I say you add low IQ to the conversation.
Yeah, that's
He
what I'm
just
saying.
mad to make a point.
I
Like
didn't say that shit.
it's not even
Now
like
you
even
acting
if you
like
pick the right
you know
person,
I
like
agree with it in any fucking way.
Because he think he right about everything. He think he the
What
smartest
was I
man in the
wrong
world.
about?
that's what I'm saying. But like
Do
what
you
I'm
have a degree? Do you have a
What
degree in
was I
psychology?
wrong about?
Do you have a degree in psychology
What
or a
was I
master?
wrong about?
All right. All right. A delusional person will never think they're wrong. A delusional person would think they're the smartest
What
person
is
in the
the
world.
delusion I'm living? What am I wrong about?
a
If
lot
you
of
if you if you gotta ask that, that's my point about you.
No, if you can't answer that question, that means you know you wrong. You can't. You the one
Just
that made
because
the
you have
claim that
seen
I was
everything in life,
delusional. You the one that made
you're
the
supposed
claim
to
that
have
I think
learned from
I'm
life.
right. What am I wrong about then?
A lot of men, they don't be bright sometimes, even when it comes to
What was
cheating.
I wrong about then?
you're wrong about 80% of women filing like you're wrong about
I'm
that
not
part.
wrong about that. Like that shit come from the fucking United States Census Bureau.
But that's not the reason why kids aren't in the home, like fathers aren't in the home. The father isn't like most of the time a mother wants the father to be in the house.
And oh yeah, I'm glad
Like
you
you
repeated
don't
that.
have
That's
to be
that's
in.
what I wanted to
No,
respond
no,
to.
no. See, you just interrupted me. Most of the time, the mother doesn't want the relationship, but she at least wants the father to be a father. That's why she puts him on child support if he doesn't be a father. Like that's why child support exists because just in case that nigga uh, refuses to be a father, here come child support because you're gonna at least do something to help the kid. That's why most of the men are on child support
Let
because
me
they
explain this
they
to you.
decide to do that. You can
Okay,
I can break up with somebody, but that doesn't mean that I don't want the kid to be in
okay,
the
Asia.
kid
Let
to
me
be a father.
respond.
Your
I
father
get
was in your life,
I
sir.
get what you're
Probably not.
attempting to say. Y'all don't know how to have
So
conversations,
funny.
bro. Y'all gotta learn how to talk and then be the fuck
And you
quiet.
think it's his mom's fault that his father never loved him?
I'm leaving them on purpose so y'all can hear
Stupid
this
ass.
bullshit.
Get some therapy, stupid.
These are the people that's out here raising children,
Going on.
y'all.
Play us.
She got a son. How you think her son gonna come out when she this goofy?
Bro, my son ain't gonna be like this.
And if you do look like your father, chill. Your mother probably definitely didn't like you. That's probably why you got all this hate for women.
You said didn't. I still talk to my mom and my dad every damn day. The,
Maybe
the,
when
the
you're a
way
grown up.
the way she's saying didn't,
Was your dad
like
home?
my parents is in the
Growing up?
past,
Was
she
your dad
letting you
growing up?
know where her relationship at with her parents.
Dad teach you how to tie your shoes? Where was your dad at when you was little? Was he with another woman? You gonna blame your mom for that? Why he wasn't around? That's why you hate women so much? That you think it's their
Most of
fault?
the time, the woman do want a relationship. That's most of the time. Like she be wanting a relationship, but she get
He
fed up on
he
the
don't want to
shit
tell
that the
the truth.
nigga do.
He don't want to tell the truth. He know that he blamed his mother for his father cheating and not coming home. That's the real reason.
Thank
That's
you,
why he hate.
Deanne.
A woman wants a relationship. It be mainly the men that don't give us the relationship.
He probably was saying, "Mom, where Dad at? Why you always making Dad leave again?" And the mom probably like, "Shut up, Dante. Go to your room."
Mikey. Shut up,
Oh,
Mikey. Go to
women
your
make
room.
up
And no.
80% of divorces. Yeah, because the nigga ain't giving me my fucking love that I've been wanting, that I've been asking for this nigga 80 times
Yep.
for the whole entire relationship.
Yep.
Then
So
what?
why wouldn't I
Then how,
break
why y'all
up?
always fucking on niggas that don't give you love?
About
Then
these lustful men. Since you want to talk about women, let's talk about lustful, cheating, no good bums of a man. Let's talk
and there
about
you
that.
and there's another one. That was also retarded.
Do you have a job?
Um,
You pay your own rent?
He don't have a job.
That's my point.
definitely do.
Bum, bum, bum. You're going to need therapy after this.
I won't. But hold on. I'm leaving y'all on here on purpose.
What'd he say?
Do you
I,
not
I'm
know you are
I'm
having a good time?
I'm more than happy to have y'all sit here and show how fucking dumb y'all is on this live.
Yeah, okay. Anybody who believe what you just want to suck your penis. Because you make no sense. You are low IQ. You don't have a degree or a master's. You don't have a job. And you probably live in your mama's basement, jacking off the
Right.
porn. Shut up.
You think they got people that know me that's watching this right now?
Go get your pacifier.
How did you
nigga.
find a twin female version of yourself,
Wait. Send us your degree.
Asia?
Take a picture of your master's, since you're so smart. Since you know everything about women, bitch.
These the people that's raising the next generation, y'all.
Well, I don't got no kids, so I'm not raising anyone. But
Thank
you don't
God.
need to raise nobody. Because you will make them delusional just like you. And you need real help, sir. You need real help. Like, you
Right.
need to talk to a therapist or something. Somebody who actually have a degree and a master's. Something that you're pretending to have.
He had a poly relationship with two 18-year-olds when he was 27.
Are you sick? Get the fuck out of here. He's sick.
I
Nigga,
would
ain't
do it
nothing you can
again.
say after that. Liking kids. You need to be a damn shame of yourself. Your ass need to be in jail. You trying to make a podcast. Fucking pervert. Talking about women. Get this nigga off. I'm thinking this nigga a somewhat good man or something.
Hey, Brittany, you can hear this, right?
Yeah, she should. That you a pervert and you was fucking kids at 26 and you don't got no job. Yeah,
Brittany, you there?
yeah. Turn me up. Turn me up. Turn me up. Mikey, you full of shit and you delusional. And I think
This nigga broke up with 4 women.
What's up, Jazz?
Bro.
you broke up with them. They should have broke
You
up
said
with
once you find out a nigga a bum, you supposed to leave. No, you supposed to find out if a nigga a bum before you fuck him.
Chances are they taking care of you. Oh, so you just fucking them and then leaving them. Exactly my point.
You don't
You're
need a
full of
degree or a
shit.
master's.
You're full of shit.
Right, Bobby. What the fuck do I need a degree and a master's for to have a conversation? But nah, I'm letting y'all listen to these goofy ass motherfuckers speak because it's very important for y'all to hear this.
Of a whole group of women, and you don't have a master's or degree or nothing, or in psychology or nothing. Who would listen to you? Who would listen to you?
His stupid ass, dumb ass, delusional ass followers.
Exactly. Delusional, just like you. Don't know they hair from they pussy. Like, be for real.
All right, anyway. I think we heard enough. Now, mind you, I could have hung them goofy ass hoes up anytime I wanted to.
Yo,
Yo. Mute the live, nigga.
that shit was so fucking ridiculous. I cannot fathom what the fuck I just seen. What the fuck I just heard. That is crazy.
It's not adding Brittany to the call for some reason.
That shit was so fucking ridiculous. I cannot fathom
You still got the live playing?
what the fuck I just heard. Like, come on, man.
Nigga, you still got the
That's
live playing in the
childish.
background like a head.
All of that shit was childish. And you say you was 30? Come on.
Can you hear me?
Come on. Make that shit make sense.
You can't hear me?
All of that giggling and shit like that. That's it's a podcast.
Joseph. Joseph. Hello? You still got the live playing? Nigga.
All right.
You can't hear me, Negro?
I can't hear you.
You can or you can't? Yo. Hello. Oh, I get tired of this nigga with his tech. Gary.
Okay, there you go. My
What the
sound was
fuck?
muted. My volume was muted on my computer.
Yeah, that shit was irritating.
I
Anyway.
am so sorry.
Yeah, I sound dumb as fuck. You don't need that to have common sense. Right. They were doing too much because they around each other. If Asia was on there by herself, her ass would have been crying. Hey, but that's who raising the next generation. That
I'm
other little
so
thought who gonna
muted.
have babies soon enough. And Asia raising a son.
Like, damn, like they kids gonna see this shit in the near future or some shit like that. Like this shit will fall back, on, like on their kids. Do they know that?
I doubt the kids gonna see this podcast, but they definitely gonna struggle with dumbass parents like that. Am I so back to get to put the conversation back on track?
Damn.
Shit. I read a message I shouldn't have read. Now
Ooh.
she gonna know I read it. If a motherfucker was born in the 90s, ain't no way they should act like that. They couldn't have a conversation.
Thank you. That's what killed me. Nope.
He had a poly relationship with two 18-year-olds and he was 27. I sure the fuck did. And it was fun too. I'll do it again. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about me. I didn't transcended that shit caring about what the fuck you think about me so long ago. I'm at peace with myself. If you don't know that about me, you don't know me. I don't live in my mama's basement. I'm not jacking off. I have a job. That's how I pay my bills.
That shit was hard.
My mom loves me. My dad loves me. She kept talking about family like it was a thing of the past. Did you notice that shit? She said, "Where was your dad growing up? Your daddy didn't love you. Your mama didn't love you." What you mean didn't? I chill with my folks all the time to this day.
Real shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave you on this phone so I can easily hang you up
What you hang up for?
because you was ruining the quality of the conversation on the podcast.
I was saying that women
Yeah.
file 80% of the divorces because the men be the problem of why all the women.
I didn't say that they didn't. Listen,
Okay.
listen.
But the only reason why hold on, I wasn't finished. You want me to like say the rest, right? The only reason why they don't file 80% is because they're the ones that's causing the problem. That's why they don't file 80% of divorces because they're literally the problem, preying on the victim, literally.
You was already saying that. That's why you ain't saying nothing new. Can I fucking respond?
But that doesn't mean that a woman doesn't want want the baby father to be.
You said that twice before I hung up. Can I fucking respond? You just repeating your fucking self.
Because you don't know.
Okay, if I don't agree with you, repeating the shit 10 times ain't gonna do shit. Can I respond?
Go ahead.
You don't know how to have a conversation.
Go ahead. Respond.
You've been doing this for years, though.
So even if that is exactly how you feel, I hadn't gotten far enough to even discuss any of that yet. So that's irrelevant to the conversation. I hadn't even. Oh my God. I hadn't responded. I mean, I hadn't even said that. I never said that women didn't have their fucking reasons. Y'all said I was delusional. Soon. Bye, bro.
Yeah.
Them goofy hoes said I was delusional. Soon as I said men don't usually leave relationships. You heard that, right?
Heard.
They said I was delusional for saying that. Now they having a whole conversation where they're arguing that is true, but here's the reasons why. Well, bitch, then that means I'm not delusional for saying it. Stupid.
They're making up their own reasons.
That is dumb. That's low IQ. They don't understand what low IQ means. Why be on your podcast if they feel like that? Right. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, okay, even if you feel however the fuck you feel and you want to hop on the podcast, that's cool. But why hop on a podcast if you're not gonna have no decorum? No respect, no tact, no regard for the fact that it's a moderated podcast. It just goes to show you how they view men. That's how I look at it. If she was on a female's podcast, I don't think she'd be acting like that. It goes to show you how they see black people and how they see men. I think two things. I think if this was a white man's podcast, she would have had more respect for it. And if it was a female podcast, white or black, she would have had more respect for it, more so if it was white. In other words, they look at men, they look at black people as less than, and even more less than if it's a male. That's why I wanted them to go ahead and talk and keep on showing how fucking goofy and retarded they are. So I can make that point. So they can make that point for me. Like all of the shit that they tried to call me and attack me with, okay, awesome. But anybody with real common sense watching that shit will see something a lot different. They started talking about shit that don't matter though. Yeah, they was talking about shit that didn't have nothing to do with the conversation. I I allegedly like children, which I don't, which is a ridiculous ass thing to say about somebody on their own podcast. Hold on, how can they fuck black men? They think that are less than. I don't know, but that's what I'm viewing though. People go where they qualified. Black men are the only men who would probably give these ladies a chance. Most other races don't play that shit, which is why I think it's interesting how they act like men don't fuck with them, black men don't fuck with them, when black men fuck with them harder than everybody else does. But yeah, that's how they view men and that's how they view black people. No respect. No respect for the platform, no respect for the host, no respect for the conversation. That's how they behave. And while they telling me it's the men that are the reason why they break up and why they leave so fucking much, right? Because that's what they saying. They saying that the men are the reason why they do that. But look at their behavior just now and tell me who you think the issue is in their relationships. If that's how they'll behave, now that chick, the friend, that was my first time ever talking to her before, and that's how she conduct herself with me. Don't know me from a can of fucking paint. Heard two words that her goofy ass friend said, ran with that shit while she heard me saying that that's not true. The stuff that she was saying, ran with it anyway. Just straight disrespectful and retarded. Now you tell me who you think the issue is in their relationships, but they're blaming men. The men is the problem. That they the reasons why we be leaving because they do this and they do that. They ain't. Yeah, okay. But pay attention to how she acts with a complete stranger, and how Asia act with somebody on their own platform. Misconstruing my words up, misconstruing the facts, throwing ad hominems. I don't know if y'all know what ad hominems is, but y'all gonna learn. Throwing out insults that don't have shit to do with the conversation. I can already see exactly how an innocent man would do with them in a relationship. He would be the problem like that. A nigga who ain't done nothing himself spoke the truth, opened his mouth, and was being honest and real and respectful, even if it wasn't something that she necessarily agreed with. Nigga speaking respectful, modestly, and passively to you to get a bunch of shit thrown back at you. That's exactly what would happen to her man. And the moment that nigga tried to assert himself, he would be looked at as controlling, toxic, and all kind of other shit. And when she leave and separate that family, she would end up saying it was his fault that she left. And when she tried to drag him through the fucking ringer with her and the kid, and he say, man, you know what? Y'all gonna see me when you fucking see me. Because you're not about to fuck my life and fuck my peace up. Then it'd be his fault that he not around his child that much. Not hers. But if y'all saw what the fuck I just seen, are you in good hands? Fellas, don't let these baby aborting, family breaking up ass fucking monsters convince you and shame you for walking away from shit that fuck up your peace. When these bitches unalived 1 million babies last year.
Fucking wicked.
Don't let them shame you because you don't see her and her weaponized baby that often. Don't let her shame you for it. Stop calling women bitches. I'm calling certain women bitches. When I speak in general, Bobby. That's my thing. When I be talking in generalities. Hold on a second.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking, but I didn't know if you could hear me. You wasn't saying nothing.
You saying like through the whole video?
Nah, earlier when them goofy ass hoes went to talking shit about me and stuff.
Oh yeah. I was trying to get words in, but I couldn't because y'all was all talking, so I just kind of let y'all like have y'all little back and forth.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
I was trying to, but I was just kind of like in the background
All right,
listening.
all right, all right.
So, but yeah, yeah. I mean, they did kind of like read you for filth. I am not gonna lie,
Kind
and
of what?
I would have, I like they like went off, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
Like, but I wouldn't have took that approach. But a lot of what they were saying, I kind of like gotta go with them because that's just kind of.
on what?
And I mean,
Wait, wait, wait.
like,
I need you to join the call on my Facebook. But I think you have to be friends with Joseph first for it to work.
okay,
Go add Joseph Madison. He should have at least one mutual friend because of me.
yeah, we already friends.
All right, I'm about to add you to the call on my Facebook.
Okay,
I mean on my computer. All right,
okay, all right.
I got to hear this. Like, what out of any of the goofy shit that them hoes said could you possibly agree with? I need a degree. You honestly think I need a degree in order to have common sense and have a sensical conversation? It's not adding her to the call. Oh yeah, it is. It says she joined the call and left the call.
Oh well, damn.
Why the fuck you keep saying she left the call?
You want me to hang up?
Nuh-uh.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try
Do
to
it.
add you to the call after I call her back. Then. Them hoes didn't say not a damn smart thing on the phone. Nothing. God damn it, Brittany.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could do audio.
All right, now let me see if I can add this nigga back.
Oh, that's what you was trying to do, try to call me on video. That's what you were saying?
I was trying to call you on audio.
Okay. It was calling me on video. I just wanted to make sure I heard you clear, but yeah, yeah, I could do for sure audio. I look like Grandma Sookie right now. I can't. I ain't equipped for the video.
Trying to add him to the call. It might work. It might
Okay.
not.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yo.
all right, there we go. We
Oh yeah.
all we all on here. Tell me what you could have possibly agreed with them goofy hoes on.
Really, kind of almost everything. I just,
I need a
I
degree in psychology to have a conversation.
I not so much what they were saying to you, like about you, but like some of the points they was making, like,
All right,
you
which
know,
ones?
I think that you gotta counter act the whole little statistic of that 80-20 when you saying 80% of women incite divorces, but why?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta say why. You can't just say the percentage and not why, you know what I'm
I
saying?
was
That really does matter.
I didn't say that you didn't have to get to the why. They jumped.
You
Listen to.
did though. You did, Mikey.
No,
You
I
said
didn't. You know, all of this is still on record, right?
okay,
Like
okay,
this could be played back.
okay.
I didn't say that the why don't matter. I said the why didn't matter in that context that we was in.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
context that we was in was me saying a what. But when I said the what, they said I was delusional. Do you remember that?
I think because you didn't go further. Like you just kind of stopped there.
Wait. When you do that, you kind of fuck up the convo. That was a
What?
yes or no. That was a yes or no question I just asked you.
You know me. I'm gonna tell you. I just can't just say yes or no. Like that's just how I reply.
Oh man.
If you gonna have me on your show, Mikey, you gotta kind of like compromise with me because that's just
Well,
that's just me.
how can I compromise if I ask a yes or no question and you don't
Okay,
say
ask the
yes
question
or
again. Ask it
no?
again. I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna argue. Ask again. Ask again.
I don't even remember. Hold on. Let me gather my man.
I'm
Talking.
sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. No. You fine. You fine. Talking to y'all is like talking like to like children. It's really difficult to keep y'all like like
You gotta, but you gotta
focused and on
understand though.
topic.
Yeah, but for me, it's about engaging. You know what I'm saying? I do my best. Like when y'all was having y'all little forum or whatever, I stayed quiet the whole time. I kind of try to chip in, but I saw that, everything was kind of like overpowering me. So, I'm not gonna talk over nobody, but also, it's understood that we have a difference in views on things. So like, I'm doing my best to like amicably agree to disagree and like also just like you do
The stuff
sometimes,
that you
like
disagree on is stuff I never said. Like that for some reason that's how it seems to work with them too. Everything that I
well
say that y'all
it's
disagree with is shit I never said.
you're missing a point though, Mikey. I'm
How
not
did I
saying
miss a
that.
point?
I'm just saying that we're having a healthy discussion. So like, I don't want to be referred to as a child if I'm engaging with you. So sometimes like
I
if I'm
didn't refer
talking,
to you as a child.
you just said it's like talking to what you
Right,
said just now?
right. That's not referring to you as a child.
Childlike mentality or behavior when it comes to you interacting with us. And I'm guessing when you
I
say,
compared talking to women as talking to children. That's not referring to y'all as children.
but having childlike tendencies. So
Yes, that's not referring
tomato,
to you as
tomato,
a child.
tomato.
No, that's a big difference. That's apples and oranges.
I guess.
Referring
Maybe
to
you
you as a
say that.
child would be literally me calling you a child.
Yeah, well, that's just how I perceive that. So, you may have a different definition for it, but
No, it's
when you
not
tell a
my
woman,
definition. It's not my definition. That's the real life English definition of the phrase.
okay, well, let's go back to the subject at hand.
That's why I'll be saying subjective and objective. This is not my opinion and my views. That's a fact.
Do you agree that the world is just changing and that the change is happening so fast, and no matter what you say or do, that you can't? I mean, it's going to happen, right?
What's gonna
Yes or
happen?
no? I'm saying that the world is just changing quick.
Yeah, it
Everything
is
is,
for the worst.
yeah, in your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
in your opinion, you know, just like you said earlier, everybody have a different perception of it. And it's really no right or wrong answer,
But if I
you know?
ask you, certain things, which I did before in a previous podcast. If I ask you
Mm.
if a lot of the things that have changed, I asked you about it, if it was better or worse, and you agreed yourself that it was worse.
No, I actually told
Yes,
you
you
a lot of that
did.
stuff. I told you I was indifferent on a lot of that stuff, Mikey. Don't try to like,
I didn't say
don't
you
do
said
that,
all of
Mikey.
it. I said you said a lot of it. Listen to what
I
I'm saying.
mean, in my opinion, in my view, my perspective, yes. But for some people, it may not, they may not feel that way. But I
Okay.
also believe, I also look at things kind of a little different. Like, I don't look at the things changing for quote unquote the worst to be good or bad. I mean, really,
All
like,
right. Let
I'm
me ask
just,
the chat. I'm gonna ask Brittany and I'm gonna ask the chat at the same time. Tell me better or worse, and I'm gonna mention some of the things that changed due to modern feminism, and y'all tell me if this is something that is a better change or a worse change. In the early '90s, most women was dressing more modest, and the ones who had their asses hanging out and will be seen twerking and throwing ass and titties everywhere would be the ones that was considered hoes, and you knew who the hoes was, and it was a clear separation between hoes and more normal average type of women who men pursued and pr- courted for relationships and family. In the 2026 era, my bad. In the 2026 era, it's hard to distinguish the difference between normal women and hoes because they all twerking. They all mostly got high body counts compared to back in the day. They all into a bunch of freak shit, talk freak shit, watch porn, and all act like the hoes used to act. And now men have less incentive to court these women for serious relationships. Is that better or worse? That's where we at today.
mm, I'm good.
Worse.
I would also say worse.
They're fucking worse. Terrible.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
I got another one. Um, this is another change that happened with modern feminism. The majority of women have become very masculine and dominant and career oriented over family oriented. Have entered the workforce more than they used to be in the workforce. A lot of people think that's good, right? But look at the whole picture though. And now marriage rates is lower. We below replacement rate. I don't know if y'all know that, but replacement rate is we supposed to have a certain amount of babies in our country for us to be at a healthy replacement rate for our population, and we below it, significantly below it, because people not getting married and having children no more, and abortion
I
rate
see
is
why.
through the roof. No, that's a fact. That's
Oh no, I'm saying, I just said I see why, but
oh
I'm listening.
I thought you said that's a
Yeah.
lie, but
We got
No, that
women
I
that
see why. I see why.
no,
we got women that's becoming truck drivers and saying
right,
fuck marriage.
right. So men have essentially, some women don't have a choice. They all have a choice. They all have a choice. So essentially, they have become the men that they want. And now they can't attract the men who would be doing those same heavy lifting that they now, quote unquote, have to do. Is that better or worse?
Better to me. I'm just being honest. You can't stop this matriarchal energy that's coming in. You can't stop it. I hate to say it. I'm not the one that make the rules around here. I'm just following.
No, me either. Me either. I'm just reporting
Yeah.
on. Hey, I'm glad you say that because me either. I'm just reporting on the news and reporting.
Hmm.
I'm reporting the results of the science experiment, social experiment, should I say? That's all I'm doing is reporting the results, and the results of that matriarchy energy that you're referring to is why they got 52 genders instead of fucking 2. And I'm gonna ask y'all another one. Is that better or worse that we now have 52 fucking genders instead of just 2, male and fucking female,
I
man
mean,
and woman?
I'm indifferent to that. I don't really pay
That
attention,
shit
so
weird.
I
Gary,
don't pay attention.
Gary, is that better or worse?
That's worse. That's terrible. That's
Thank you.
weird.
Worse. And look, check it out. Check it out.
Dude, am I the only chick?
Yeah,
No,
It's okay.
no,
It's
no.
cool. It's
It's two.
cool.
It's 2 of y'all and 2 of us. But check this out. This is gonna show a whole lot about why the world's so fucked up. Because Gary, I want you to pay attention too, Gary. Look how the men have a certain type of view, and the women have a certain type of view. And now tell me which one of the views is gonna fuck up everything.
The woman.
Right. She said, first of all, it's still only 2 genders. The fuck. Yeah, good. I'm glad you agree with that.
Yeah.
Women couldn't vote or nothing back then. Now that they can do more for themselves, it's a problem. Yo, the fact that y'all can do more for yourselves is the reason why men don't do for you. Y'all fail to see that you're sticking the stick in your own bicycle tire and falling over, and don't even realize that you the one that stuck the stick. You're literally your own worst enemy. You wouldn't have to do any of that shit if women was soft and feminine how they used to be, because a man will be doing it for you.
I got a question for you. Do you think that women? Okay, first of all, do you think that all these new strides that women are taking, which I know you say is like under feminism, but is it that you're upset that women are making breakthroughs or becoming,
Upset.
bigger than, not upset, but like, is something triggering about it? Because like, what is the issue with women being intelligent or educated or
I've been
wanting
trying to
to?
explain it, but I got you, Bobby. Hold on a second. I've been trying to explain it. First of all, I'm not
Okay,
upset.
okay.
Women are complaining that men ain't shit, and men don't do this, men don't take them serious. Well, that's not how they say it. They don't want to say it that way because they want to save face. But men don't step up, men don't court them how they used to, men ain't romantic. Do men even still buy flowers anymore? Gary, tell me you don't see these posts all the time.
My bad. I stay seeing these posts
All the time, right?
all the time.
They don't make men how they used to. Um, these niggas ain't nothing like traditional men, but they want women to be submissive. Sound familiar, Gary?
Yep.
Sound familiar, chat? That shit floods my goddamn fucking news feed, as well as the fact that the family unit marriage is at an all-time low. The children are suffering the absolute fucking worst. Thoughts and YNs is taking over the whole motherfucking world. Is that true or false, Gary?
Very much true.
Do you think that has anything to do with the fact that the fathers are not in the houses of these little bastard ass children?
Yeah.
So do I. There's a bunch of studies that prove it.
So then
Now,
you have the answer right there. You
hold
didn't literally just say
on. But 80% of these divorces are filed by women. 80% of the 80% of the breakups are started by women. The 80% of the women only like a 20% of the men. Gary, is that true or false?
That's true.
The majority of women are only trying to focus and fuck on the same small ass group of sought after ass niggas. Is that true or false, chat? That's a fact. The majority of the women in this damn country are fucking with a minority of men in this country. Based off of stupid shit. Who got the swag? Who got the sauce? Who got the money? Who got the height? Who got the hoes? Who got the clout? Who got the status? I didn't contradict myself nowhere. There's not a point where I contradicted myself. Tell me where you think the contradiction at, and I'll show you.
Oh, you talking to me, Mikey?
No, I was talking to Bobby.
Oh, okay.
She commented and said I contradicted myself. No, I didn't. You must have misunderstood something.
Mm-mm.
So it's not about me being upset. The whole world is suffering because of these quote unquote breakthroughs that you're talking about, including women. They're the ones who sit on fucking Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat shitting on niggas 24 fucking 7. Let's not act like this shit started with me on a podcast. The women started this shit. The women are the ones that started shitting on men first.
This is a man's world, right?
No.
I'd be like, who hurt you though?
No, men
Who hurt
build
you?
it and keep it safe, but we live in a gynocentric society where everything is geared towards women taste and what women want and desire. It's more of a woman's world right now than a man's world, even though men are the ones that keep it running.
But by your logic, you said biologically that men are more dominant, right?
Yeah, biologically, but
We
socially,
are
socially, women have become more dominant.
okay. All right. So listen,
Yep.
we are in, what is still, I guess, the scraps of this patriarchy. But when it was in its prime, everything was male centered. So really, I think that everybody should start holding each other accountable, but everybody should start holding themselves accountable too. And to start taking ownership and where, because are you perfect, Mikey?
I didn't
Are
say I was
you
perfect.
okay? So the thing is,
You missing the
you
point.
know what I want, what I found is the best thing to do. Like when you see your imperfections and what they are, that is your superpower. And that is what you focus on when
Brittany,
you
you
trying
missing
to
the
educate.
point.
I'm not, because
You
you know how I'm
are.
not, because
Instead of just asking me how. That's that dominance I'm talking about right there. That y'all.
and see, it's not. You asked me to come on, so I'm gonna say my piece. I'm not.
But you
Like I
just
say, I
did,
do.
and you missing the point.
All right, I'm listening. Go ahead and talk,
This shit
Mikey.
is bigger than me. You are missing the point because I'm speaking in general, and you telling me to think about myself. I don't my flaws, imperfections, whether or not I thought I was Jesus. None of that has anything to do with any of the points I made on this podcast.
Okay.
Because the podcast is about the work, is about the society in general, not about me.
I hear you. I hear you. I'm listening.
So you see what I'm saying? Like, if so, not understanding that would be definitely missing the point. Like
I feel you.
my personal life and flaws, we could talk about them bitches all damn day, but it's not gonna change. Or yours, or Gary's on the phone, or Bobby's. But guess what? That's not gonna change shit.
It does. It brings light to situations. Like if we really are talking about,
Oh, I didn't say it wouldn't
that's the
change
see
nothing
that
in
this
my
is the
life.
problem.
I didn't say it
I
wouldn't
want to tell
change.
you.
So
I want to
you
say
still
some
missing
real
the
shit.
point.
Can I talk? Can I talk right quick?
Sure.
I think people run from their own demons and their own darkness, and they go focus on shit that really is so redundant in their own lives when they have the demons and the shit that they need to worry about, that they can focus on, that really, if they focus on it and they alchemize the shit
What does
or
that have to do with
transmute it
what we
into
talking
something,
about?
it has everything to do with it, because we're talking, Mikey, you discuss things that you cannot change. You're not going to be able to change these things. The world is changing. You cannot do anything about it. You can say what you want, you can complain about
What
it,
they
but
got
it's
to do
going to
with
still
my
be there.
demons?
You fix your own. So those same people, they got their own demons to deal with. When people out here being slutted out and holes and all this that you talk about, that is their demons, and that's for them to deal with. Now you can talk about it all you want. The people, they gonna hear it, or they're not gonna hear it. They're gonna go on about their life. At the end of the day, you
You know,
gotta just
I don't know if you know this, but I got countless women and men, but I got countless women who I think is more interesting that then hit my inbox with big ass paragraphs thanking me for the shit that I discussed. telling me that they've been watching me for years, and that they applied that shit to how they raise their children, that they appreciate me for being able to be there because they would have never understood any of that shit. And that shit is very fulfilling too.
I mean, if you have a community that you build, that is awesome. But
It's not even
you
about building.
know,
It's not even about building a community. Being able to, because them people that told me that shit, not even a part of my no community I made. They people that heard me, people that saw
mm-hmm,
me. A lot of people I didn't even know was even watching until they sent me a big ass paragraph.
mm-hmm.
So she said she not talking about all people though. Y'all are professionals at missing the damn point for some. Like my point is, she's telling me I could talk about this all day and people it ain't gonna change shit. Is what she was basically saying, but that's not true. I don't have to change the world in order to feel fulfilled in what I'm discussing. If I open my mouth and in the past 10 years I only got one paragraph from one person telling me you changed my shit, that would have been fulfilling enough. But I've gotten countless. So I feel very, very, very much justified in the shit that I discuss.
So why? So okay. So you like to focus on people with opposing views? I see. Like you like to get in their minds. So that means that it does matter, right? What the opposing people say. But if that's the case, like why not just like do your podcast with people that just agree, just so y'all could talk about it and uplift each other
That's
and
not
why
well.
y'all feel the way y'all
That's not as
feel,
fun.
huh?
That's not as fun. Not to mention, not to mention, not to mention. There's also it's not as fulfilling as when I hear these stories from the women who then told me, "Yo, this is not how I used to think
Mhm.
until I watched your shit." At first, I thought you was just bashing women, but I was just way too intrigued, and I wanted to hear what you was talking about before I chimed in. These women have told me this multiple times, multiple women. I was just
They hop in
watching
your
from a
inbox
distance.
afterwards.
Yeah, they would tell me that. I used to have the screenshots, but I don't know where
I
they
agree
at.
too.
Look, listen. I used to have the screenshots, but I don't know where they at. But they'd tell me shit like I was watching you months ago, and I wanted to come on this bitch and get in your ass, but I ain't want to say nothing because I wanted to understand first. But after I watched you, people I never knew was watching. After I watched you, and I heard more of what you was talking about, I started to understand. At this point, I'm applying all the shit that you say to my life and to my children, and I
Mm,
appreciate you for it. Keep going. That's why I started back talking about this shit because I had stopped. But when I
mm.
started getting messages like that, like people was asking me where you went, and I'm like, who the fuck is you, man? No, I need you to keep going. You stop talking. I had stopped talking for like 3 months.
Yeah,
So that little difference right there is enough for me.
yeah.
Hell yeah, that's way
Okay.
that to me that makes way more of an
Yeah.
impact. That makes way more of an impact than me going get a bunch of people who agree with me,
Wait,
so we
what you
can
say?
blow smoke up each other's ass.
Heard
See you
that.
later.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying, Gary?
Yeah.
Like, why would I want to grab a bunch of yes men and only people that agree with me so we can sit and blow smoke up each other's ass in a circle? Like,
I
that ain't
like that. I
impactful to
like that.
me.
I like to hear a debate.
All right.
Right.
So respectfully knowing that, why don't you just learn to like agree to disagree? You know, like
Because a lot of the things that y'all want me to agree to disagree on is proven facts. That's why.
yeah. Okay. I hear you.
That's why,
I hear
though.
you.
Like, do you
I
know
mean,
how tough it is?
I'm
I got
you know,
OCD. I got OCD. It's real hard for me to just leave that crooked ass picture on the wall. Like,
yeah.
these
That's
niggas want
cool
me
and
to call
all.
an opinion, fact an opinion, and an opinion a fact.
Yeah. I will say this, that I'm not above learning, you know what I'm saying? But at
Yeah.
the same time, like I'm somebody that's gonna stick to my guns and why I believe or know things how I perceive them to be, you know. So that's just me. Like now a lot of stuff I don't know. I listen. I like to listen and just get perspective on stuff. It don't mean that I'm gonna be like, oh, I believe you, Mikey. Like, oh hell, Mikey. Like, I'm not gonna do that, you know. But now I'll say like, oh yeah, now Mikey, you did make a good point when you said X, Y, and Z, you know.
Huh.
But I mean, but it's. I will say this too. It's good, Mikey, that whatever you putting out there. I ain't saying what you say is good, but it is a good thing that you once again you get in your community. People have the same, and I think that's important. That is important. See,
Mm.
that's something you don't think about.
I do.
Put your
I
put
get
your
what you're
thinking
saying.
cap on, Mikey. Put your thinking cap on. I'm
Oh
kidding.
yeah.
I'm messing.
I get what you're saying.
hmm
Extra energy.
I do.
Yeah. But yeah, don't you do you think that when you have a conversation with me, even though we like black and white with a lot of our views, like it ain't that hard to talk to each other?
Nah,
I
not at
mean,
all.
it might be a little
That's because you don't act like
sometimes.
them goofy hoes earlier.
I mean, but look, listen, duality. We need a little bit of this and a little bit of that, okay?
Not
Like
really.
you said, no, like you said you don't want like boring. So that is not
Oh yeah,
boring. Like
as
literally,
far as podcasts, no, I left them on. Oh yeah, yeah. As far as that goes, yeah, no, for content, yes, I left them on purpose because I wanted people to
I
see
just want to
exactly
get
how
on
these
this
hoes
shit
act.
so we can
These are
tag them
motherfuckers
out.
that's raising the next generation.
I'm not lying. I was like a little snot laughing a little bit. So with some of the stuff, I was
Oh, I'm
like, oh
sure.
no, they was
I'm
they
sure
shouldn't
the
have went. They,
viewers
they
was eating that
shouldn't
shit
have
up.
went that low. I wouldn't have bought your mama and your daddy up and all that. I wouldn't have did
That
that.
shit was
But
foul.
That shit
you
don't
know that
bother
was
me.
that was a little foul. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not a
But
bitch ass nigga or a woman, so that shit
yeah,
they wasn't affecting me with none of that crazy ass silly shit. They don't know my life.
yeah.
They
But some
know
of the stuff they were saying, I could really or not relate, but I could see the point. So
you ain't tell
that's
me
All I
one
said
good point that they
was,
made.
who hurt you?
once again, we was talking about the 80-20 thing. I don't want to keep bringing that up,
Well,
but
yeah, but no, but see when I figured you was about to say that, but maybe you forgot what I said to you a little while ago. Y'all keep straw manning me. Straw manning somebody is when they say something and then you repeat back their position, but then you skew it all up, fuck it all up. Like
I
y'all,
mean, it was cut and dry. You said you didn't want to know the why. You just wanted to know yes or
that's
no.
not no, that's not right. That's what I'm saying right there. That's a straw man.
All right, unstraw yourself. I want to know what you're saying.
And the opposite, Gary, of straw man is still man. Like when you repeat
Okay.
somebody's stance back perfectly as their actual
Mhm.
stance, that's a still man.
Uh-huh.
But when you fuck up
Okay.
their stance, that's a straw man. I've been watching
Okay.
debates and shit, so I'm gonna teach y'all the vocabulary.
I mean, I thought straw man was the people like with your birth certificate or but I ain't going into that. That's a whole nother subject. We ain't talking about that. Your straw man is different. But I feel you. I
Hold
feel
on, my
you.
bad.
Oh, no, you good. You good. But yeah, man. Well,
Okay. So this is what I was saying. I did not
okay.
say that I did not want to know the why or that the whys did not matter in the grand scheme of shit. I was saying that the why did not matter in that context that we were in because it didn't.
Okay.
Let me explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
I made a statement that the majority of relationships were ended by women. I never got a
Mhm,
chance to make my point because they're bird brains.
mhm.
They didn't give me a chance to get to the point. So it's like coming back 45 minutes later and saying, "Well, why you ain't say?" They didn't let me. Like
Mhm.
pay attention to what took place. So I was trying to make a point about something. I never got a chance to finish explaining. So my opening statement was that women initiate an overwhelming majority of divorces and breakups, not men.
Mhm.
Before I could make
Mhm.
my point, Goofies said that ain't true and laughed and said I was delusional. Do you remember that? That was my yes or no question to you, by the way, about 30 minutes
Did
ago.
I hit? What? I heard everything. I just said, look. I put my phone on mute. And I was just like, I'm gonna let them talk. But I did. I heard everything.
So you heard. All right. when you do that, you really confuse me and throw my brain. I just wanted you to say yes or no, but so
Oh
like
Lord.
yeah,
Do
because
you have a thinking cap? You need one.
yeah, like I be focused. I be trying to focus on the point.
Yes, yes, Mikey. Yes, yes. Okay.
So, because it's very important for me to know that you heard that part. Like,
Yes, I heard it. I heard.
all right,
Yeah.
they told me I
Okay.
was delusional for saying
Mm-hmm.
that men initiate only 20% of breakups. They said I was delusional for that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
went to Google to show them the statistics that was true. They changed the conversation, which is called moving the goalpost, Gary. They changed the conversation to, well, this is the reason why what we just called you delusional for saying is true. So I'm like, wait a minute. Before we move on to the why, are y'all gonna tell me that you were wrong about me being delusional for saying it? Because you're now agreeing with me.
Mm.
That was what I was saying. I never said
Okay.
the whys didn't matter. I said the
Mm-hmm.
why don't have shit to do with me being delusional for saying it.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
See why I can't just agree to disagree on no shit like that? Because I'm knowing the whole story. I'm understanding the whole point. I can say I agree to disagree, and then just move on. But that's gonna be me looking at you like you crazy inside my head, it, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
But I be trying to give motherfuckers more grace by actually having the conversation till we could possibly get to an understanding.
Yeah.
I never said the why didn't matter.
Yeah.
I was saying in that context it didn't matter, and it didn't. Now,
I get what you mean.
now when you move on, now all they had to do was say, "All right, yeah, my bad. You right. I broke up with my last nigga. My next
That's what
relationship,
I
I'm
was
probably
waiting
gonna
to
break
hear.
up with that nigga too." Asia could have said the same thing. Oh, okay, yeah, well, I left more niggas than niggas who left me, so yeah, that probably is true. Niggas tend to
That's what I
stay.
was
Oh,
waiting to hear.
or if they got stats that prove men break up less, then okay, all right, then fine, my bad. You're not delusional. We jumped the gun on that. So proceed. If they could have said that or did that, then I could have moved into the whys. But they ain't even want to keep it real. Hold on one
Mm.
second.
That wasn't even a conversation.
Lord.
What Asia and her friend did, it wasn't a conversation.
I mean,
They,
I can't really, you know,
like
I wouldn't have approached it that way, but I guess
it's
they
just
did
a
what they had
big
to do. They did what
point.
they had to do to get their point across, and they got it across. I'll
No, they
say
didn't. Like I can't believe.
that.
I'm glad
You
all
let them
this shit is
talk.
on record.
You let them talk,
They.
Mikey.
Can I finish? They did not do what they had to do to get a point across. That was the absolute stupidest thing to do to try and get a point across. If they actually wanted to get a point across, then they should have had a conversation with decorum, and they could have got a much better point across. They just tried to they made themselves look like assholes.
To be honest, I wish I would have been on there the first time you got on there, so it could be a two-man thing and a two-women thing.
No,
And
no,
check
no,
that
no, no,
whole
Gary,
reality that look.
Gary. As much as I appreciate that, that would have stopped them from being able to show how fucking chimped
I
out they
think it
really are.
wouldn't stop them. Uh,
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
I think it. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Damn.
They went to chimping the fuck out. You think I wanted you on here to help me chimp out? No, I wanted them dumb assholes to chimp out by themselves. That's why I let them do it. I could have hung up anytime.
I,
I could have yelled over them and cursed them out and talked about their OnlyFans This is the female who I saw getting fucked on fucking Instagram last week and sucking dick on
Like,
a Snapchat.
You gotta have enough sense to
You
be
think I'm
but
blocked.
I mean, I have a
bothered by the
question though.
shit
Like,
that thought ass girl is doing? I mean, is talking about. I'm not bothered by that.
oh yeah,
What's your question, Miss Britt?
I completely just it just went out of my head just now. After what he just,
Damn.
it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
Yeah,
When it
that
come
hoe
back,
was fucking and sucking online last week. I'm not bothered by the shit that hoe talking about.
Okay. Fuck.
I think that once we start having a little more like decorum about how we discuss things, we could discuss it clearer. I'm kind of with that. Like I'm really not agreeing too much with neither one of y'all, like how y'all approaching this, because it's hostile, and I get it. I get
When did I
that's.
say that was hostile?
I mean, you're reacting right now, like you're reacting to
But
them,
where's
and
the
which I get
hostility?
it.
How is it hostile?
I mean, you like, you know, calling them what you calling them, talk about their OnlyFans and everything. I
But
get
how is
it.
it hostile? How is it hostile? She does have an OnlyFans. She was fucking and sucking. What?
But I'm saying, like, are you saying that to like, and I'm not, whatever. I'm just asking, like, you using that to insult her, or like, what are you like? Why you don't like? What's your
Because I look down on that type of behavior because it's degenerate. But how
okay?
is it
Okay.
hostile?
I
Mm.
just that's just me. That's just what I see.
Well,
I could
okay.
be right.
Well,
I could
no,
be
no,
wrong.
and that's
That's
fine. And that's fine. I'm just curious as
but
to how.
I did just explain it to you
No, you
because it
didn't. You didn't
seems
explain how that's
I
hostile.
did. I just said it seemed like you doing that is like
No, you asked me.
it's
You asked me if I was doing that. I'm waiting on you to explain how that equals hostility.
I'm saying like you did that to insult them, right?
No, I did that to show that that's something that I look down on. I didn't insult her.
Okay.
I didn't insult
Okay.
anybody.
Okay. Okay. And see, that's why I'm just asking because I'm trying to just understand.
Asking and accusing,
Well,
and that's why I'm asking questions because I want to get an idea of where you at with it. Like you said hostility. Even if I did insult her, her behavior of acting like a thought online, how was I being hostile?
but I don't know. I think that whatever, however your show, however you want it operated, like you gonna get reactions. Like that's just a normal thing. I think it's just I would be just okay with when people come on the show. You probably don't even know them girls. You probably don't even know a thing about them girls. They probably found you. So like, what does it matter? Like, you know what I'm saying?
What does
Mm.
what matter?
I don't know. Like, just I don't know. Let them do their thing and then just move on. Like, I think that like it's just nothing. There's no like winning when you are like fighting fire with fire. Like, you said your point. They say their point. And the thing is, you can't control how people react to that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I'm
You
not
can control
trying to.
how you,
I'm not trying to control how nobody act
yeah. But
or how
they
nobody
can't.
react.
They went a little hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They
Go
they
too
sounded
hard.
like hyenas and they made themselves look low IQ. They sounded like bird brain children.
yeah,
That's
uh,
those feminine strides that you was talking about earlier.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep. Because back in the day, women would never sound like that. I was just
yeah.
talking earlier about how women can turn into niggas, and women women would have known that it was anything but ladylike or a woman's place to sit there and talk that disrespectfully to a man.
The world is changing. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and when I say for the worst, you say in my eyes. I'm trying to figure
Yeah.
out in whose eyes is women being able to talk that disrespectfully, that weird and rude on somebody's platform a good thing.
Maybe it'll get your ratings up. Who knows? Like,
That's your response?
yeah. I'm just saying,
What's
that's
better?
just
What
what that, that's what comes with the territory.
what's better
Like,
for society? What's better for society, Gary? Respectful women, or and me having lower ratings on my podcast, or women like Asia and that weird ass hoe earlier, and me having higher ratings on my podcast. What's better for society?
Respectful woman.
I'd agree.
Yeah, respectful women.
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
agree. Fuck my ratings.
I'm kind of tired of seeing that Asia part of women.
So am
I'm
I.
starting to see
So am
that
I.
in a lot
And
of.
tell me something.
That's why
That
I keep my
that way
distance.
that she was acting just now, is that surprising to you?
who, me?
No, talking to
No,
Gary.
not you.
Okay,
I'm
I thought
talking
you said
about
I don't
Asia.
know her.
No,
It's not
you don't have
surprising
to
from what
know.
I've seen.
Say again, Gary.
From what, it's not surprising from what I've seen and from what I've seen in the past
I'm
and
not
shit
talking
like that.
about surprising. Okay, you thinking about it the same way Brittany is. I'm not talking about for surprising for Asia. Is it surprising to see a chick act like that on a podcast?
Yeah, it's surprising.
What? Yeah, well, it's not to me.
It's not.
What? No. Nigga, that's the kind of weird ass, fucked up, masculine shit I talk about every day.
What you say,
That's
baby?
that weird ass, over aggressive, overly masculine bullshit that I hate that my whole podcast is built upon. No, it's not surprising.
So you saying your podcast is built around something you hate?
Yes.
No.
You
Okay.
still missing
I
the
mean,
point. Society is suffering. Society is suffering at the hands of feminism. So it's just like somebody that like breast cancer awareness. Nigga, do you hate breast cancer or do you love breast cancer? You hate it, but there's a whole foundation centered around it. Or autism awareness. Do you hate autism or do you love autism? You hate autism. You love the child, but you hate autism. I love women. I
okay.
hate feminism. So
Can I?
yes,
Can
yes,
I?
you can hold on, I'm almost done. So yes, you can center a cause around something that you hate. People do it all the time to raise awareness. That's why people protest. That's why they got protest groups and shit. But go ahead.
I can talk.
But go ahead usually would mean yeah. So that was petty and didn't hit like you wanted it
Just
to.
breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe, Mikey. It's just not that deep. It's not that deep.
But yet you the
But
one.
I was going. I was. Oh, listen, 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 listen,
But
listen,
yet you hit
listen,
me.
listen. We
But
could do
yet
this
you
all
hit
day.
me
We
with
could do this
that.
all day, Mikey.
But yet you
We
hit
could
me
do this
with that
all day,
little
Mikey.
passive aggressive
Go ahead. Go
ass.
ahead. Go ahead, Mikey.
But yet you
Go
hit me
ahead.
with that little passive aggressive. Can I go now? Even though I just said go ahead. But it's not that deep though.
Because it was so quick that I had to make sure you was talking to me. Because you so one thing I'll say about you,
Right.
Mikey. Oh, what the fuck? You heard that? That was a gunshot for sure. But anyway,
You heard me
wow, that
say
was
but go ahead, and you still felt the need to say, "Can I go?" So
it
yeah, like,
sounded
if
like
you want
it.
to be petty, we gonna have a
That was
conversation, and
absolutely a
that shit
gunshot.
didn't really hit.
So I noticed with you, like you try to take this little aggressive approach. And I've been trying to be calm. I'm a still stay calm because that's just my demeanor in all of this. But you asked me to come on the show. So when I am engaging, like please like back up off me a little bit. Cause I'm really trying to like,
Victim.
you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is the type of behavior that women be talking about that make a woman masculine. Because me, I'm a gentle person. And I like to be that way. But I feel like when I'm met with some kind of defense, I'm gonna get defensive sometimes. And I think that's fair.
You need
I
to go
think
back
in
and
the
watch
human,
this shit when it's over.
the human experience, because we're not talking about gender no more. We talk about the human experience. We're allowed emotions. Okay. We're allowed to feel. So when I feel some type of way, I'ma say it. I'ma say it. Nah, I'm
Just
done.
because you feel I'm being aggressive doesn't mean it's true.
You just like you it's like you take approaches that You know, if a strong person don't come against you, they gonna walk on eggshells and they gonna just surrender. You
What
know
did
what I'm
I say
saying?
or do that was aggressive?
You just everything, all your whole full approach. Like, and I'm pretty
Starting
sure
at what point?
when we get on live, it
So I've been
starts. Like
aggressive the whole time.
you passive aggressive. You not like you not like
That's the same thing I just said about you like
you
3
wouldn't
seconds
meeting a
ago.
girl you wouldn't meeting the girls with the same energy they met you with, but you not like that. I'm not gonna say that, but you have like this passive aggressiveness about you, which is cool. You know, that's cool or whatever. But it's almost like I don't know.
What?
It
Give
be
me an
it be
example. What did I say? What did I say
meant
that
to
was passive
intimidate. I don't
aggressive?
want to. I don't. I honestly don't want to. It's just not that deep.
I believe
It's
it.
not that deep.
Right.
If I feel like I am interrupting too much or I can't talk enough, it just don't even make no sense for me to talk at all. I'll listen. How about that? So you go ahead.
You realize all of this shit is recorded, right?
I don't
The
care.
shit that
I don't
you
care,
accusing
Mikey.
me of is bullshit.
I don't care either. Like you want me to lie? Like I'm a truth teller. So you are a truth teller, right? That's how I feel. Like I'm not trying to be ugly or rude about it. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Did I say
So
that?
so so because I said
Don't
or
you
because
gonna
I
keep
called
pressing me
you
about
out.
it?
So because I called you out on saying, "Can I go?" After I just said, "Go ahead," that makes me
Yeah, you
aggressive.
the one made the big deal about it. So I made an even bigger deal, right? It wouldn't even, it was not
Boy,
that deep.
women are so goddamn combative, bro. You hearing this shit, right, Gary?
Yeah.
You hearing this? She heard me. I went ahead and went. She sat there and listened. I thought that she was just being respectful. The whole time she was just sitting there with this goofy ass fucking passive aggressive ace up her sleeve, where she was
That's absolutely not what
where
happened.
she can go. Yeah, just sitting there waiting for an opportunity to go. Oh, I can go now.
I'm gonna just say one
I'm
last thing to
thinking
you,
that she's
Mikey, and
actually
I'm gonna get
being
off. I'm gonna
respectful.
get off.
Yeah,
Can
go
you let me
ahead.
talk right quick? You know, I really tried to like give you like a shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I just I don't know. I think you win. You win. You win that because this is a fight or a battle that I was not even intending on having.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you win. You win. I don't think I know you win. You win, Mikey. Your views and your opinions on everything, you should stand firm and solid on that for as long as you shall live.
Mm-hmm.
Teach it to your children, teach it to your listeners, your community, all that. I'm for that. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm just gonna be who I am. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I can't. I don't think this will be like if it's gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? Like I want it to be cool or whatever, but it ain't gotta be so hostile. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just go.
I got you.
I don't want to be looked at as masculine and stuff because I'm like you know defending myself. I guess, but I'm gonna
Right.
go. I'm gonna just go.
Right.
So y'all fellas have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later.
You too. Good night.
Good
Thank you.
night.
Good night.
Now you heard all of that, right?
Yeah.
After she said she's defending herself. How the fuck are you defending yourself by saying, "Can I go now? Can I talk now?" After I just said, "All right, now you go." That's not defending yourself. No, I'm defending myself against that bullshit you tried to pull. That's what that is. That's what that is. You tried to pull some little quick bullshit. That's passive aggressive. Saying, "Oh, I can talk now?" Nigga, I just said go ahead. What the fuck you mean? And then she lies and says, "Oh, well, you said it so quick I had to make sure you were talking to me." Who the fuck else I'm talking to? Yeah, you wasn't saying shit, and every time I spoke to you, I said your name. She knew I was talking to her. She knew I was talking to her. Yeah, like, again, that is why I like to have people that don't necessarily just agree with everything I say on the podcast, because we need to see that shit right there, what you just saw. I think it's interesting when people think I'm the problem, and then when you let them speak and we have a discourse back and forth, you see who the problem really is. And anybody watching this shit who was to look at this shit and say, but I gotta go. But anybody who was to look at this shit and say, "Oh yeah, nah, she's right," you're passive aggressive, even though she's the one that just now said what she said and did that little shit that she just did. It would have to be a female. But I'm about to hop on the game for a little bit. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. It's been real. It was fun. I
You
enjoyed it.
must.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brittany.